NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. Tuesday's deadline for teams to cut their rosters down to 53 players led to a flurry of surprising moves across the NFL. Among them, the Raiders giving up on their first-round pick from just last season, releasing offensive lineman Alex Leatherwood. Another first-round pick also cut Tuesday as Buffalo let go of tight end O.J. Howard. Elsewhere, the Bucs released veteran defensive back Logan Ryan and receiver Tyler Johnson. The Ravens cut Pro Bowler Tony Jefferson, while two former 1,000-yard rushers are now available after Houston released Marlon Mack and the Colts cut Phillip Lindsay. We also had some surprise trades Tuesday, including the Saints sending starting safety Chauncey Gardner-Johnson to the Eagles for 2 future late-round picks. The Raiders also traded defensive back Trayvon Mullen to Arizona for a conditional 7th-rounder. The Vikings added defensive lineman Ross Blacklock from Houston for a 6th-round pick. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Love and Light Wellness Spa, how can I help you today?
Hi there. I'd like to make an appointment for next week.
Excellent. Does Tuesday 9 a.m. work?
Ooh, mornings are when I go to Taco Bell to get my bacon breakfast quesadilla.
Okay.
Yeah, I really don't like missing out on those fluffy eggs and crispy bacon covered in melty cheeses.
Oh, I understand. Let's see what I have in the afternoon.
Namaste.
Try the bacon breakfast quesadilla, only at Taco Bell. Limited participating U.S. Taco Bell locations near you during breakfast hours only, 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. Contact local store for hours of participation, which vary.
If you work remote, Staples has you covered.
Stylish office decor to turn my finished basement into a complete workspace solution.
Staples has you covered.
A desk that's all business, but not too businessy.
Staples has you covered. And now at Staples, take up to 50% off select chairs and up to 75% off select desks. Plus, with 25% off Staples furniture support, we'll assemble your new furniture and guarantee it against wear and defects. Explore solutions for your remote workspace at Staples. Ends 9/3 in-store only.
The Imperial Tigers are on the air. Tiger football with Mickey Dale and George Grahava on the KXO website, kxoradio.com. Tune in. Tiger football brought to you by
Imperial Tiger Football Association, the Broken Yoke Cafe, and the Imperial Valley College.
Well, I apologize. All week I've been telling you that Imperial will be playing Kofa. They're going to be playing Cibola. Yeah, no, not the Onions, Cibola High School. They're the Raiders. Anyway, Mickey and George know where they're going. You can tune in on the web, kxoradio.com. Gene, it's a Wednesday, 31st day of August, 2022, last day of the month of August.
Yeah. Are you going to Are you kicking it down the road, or?
Let's just get rid of it, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Wishes will be complete in less than 24 hours.
Okay. And the next week, it's still going to feel like August.
Well, I was talking to George just a while ago in the hallway, and he said, it actually is not quite as bad today, this morning.
The humidity was down significantly.
Yeah. So we'll take it. Doesn't make any difference. We're going to get it.
Yes. And in case you're wondering, 114 was the high yesterday.
That's the high, or it felt like?
That's the official high temperature, and I'm sure it felt like more than that.
Yeah. About around 200, probably.
It just felt warm.
Yeah, at that point, it might as well be 200. There's not much difference.
Okay, you can bake cookies on the sidewalk, right?
Along with your eggs.
Yeah. Remember, Becky did that a couple of years ago.
Yeah. Served a few people, too. I didn't tell.
Okay. Yes, they were tasty.
They were crunchy.
Yeah, that, too. I think it was from the gravel that was kicked up from the street.
Yeah. Well, it certainly was something, that's for sure.
Yes. Yeah, gravel is better for you than chocolate chips.
It is. It cleans your palate.
Yes, and Dr. Kwan loves it when you chew on gravel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He loves your smile after
Yes. That. Okay, quick birthdays. For some reason, we have a very abbreviated list for today. Singer Van Morrison is 77. Violinist Itzhak Perlman is 77. Actor Richard Gere is 73. Okay? That's the big shot list. That's all we got.
That's it.
Yeah.
There were no birthdays in Imperial Valley last year at this time, or any other.
Well, we do have some for the Valley, and we'll get to them coming up. It's high school football on AM 1230. Join me and John Driffel as we bring you all the action of the Central Spartans and the Southwest Eagles. We'll feature the best matchup weekly on KXO AM 1230 and on the KXO YouTube channel. High school football is brought to you by
Kennedy's Carne on Adams Avenue in El Centro, and Southwest Security, protecting you and your property.
And the Central Spartans host the Palm Desert Aztecs Friday night at Cal Jones Field. And John and I will be there. Last year's Palm Desert game, great game in Palm Desert.
Mm-hmm.
So we're looking for a good rematch.
Are you sure that's where you're going to be?
I know where I'm going to be.
Okay.
Yes. John told me.
Okay. Well,
okay.
If John told you,
yes,
you can take it to the bank.
Okay. Here's local birthdays. Happy birthday, Adela Provencio, Sam Perez, Eric Torres, Joel Pacheco, Natalie Green, Hilda Baeza, Celia Felix Amasquita, Tamara DeVault, Dr. George Farid, Diane Cruz, Giselle Hunt, Vincent Payares, Ricardo Beltran Jr., Christina Lomax, Rosa Juarez, Eloida Cruz, Gracie Lopez, Liliana Cianes, Ramona Ramirez, Amanda Gonzalez, Rosa Ruiz, Vanessa Abarca. Happy birthday from KXO. Okay, we do have local birthdays. And in New York, supermarket employees are supposed to ask for an ID before selling whipped cream to teens. Many of the supermarket employees in New York don't even know about the law, but seems there's a concern that teens might inhale nitrous oxide that's in the can.
Yeah.
Yeah, officials hope teens will make the responsible and legal choice and inhale marijuana like everyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you got to get that straight. There's whatever it is, somebody's going to find a way to get a high out of it.
Mm-hmm.
White out, you can get a high.
I've done that many times. I go going down the road, riding in the car. I'm not driving, and I wave and get a high.
Yes, yeah.
It works.
Hi there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, careful with, and if I'm instructing some teenagers how they can get high, they already know.
I think that's probably a safe bet.
Yeah, I'm not.
You're not advocating.
No, certainly not.
Certainly not.
Just get high on life, right?
That's much better.
Yes.
Safer.
Okay. We have some news if you're ready.
We do. We have some news coming up.
We're going to jump in, first off, with a look at World and California news headlines, brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning. You got a friend in the air conditioning business. It's Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
CBS News special report. Americans could be rolling out shirt sleeves for Omicron boosters within days. U.S. regulators gave the go-ahead this morning. CBS's Linda Kenyon is in Washington.
The Food and Drug Administration has authorized updated boosters that directly target the most common form of the Omicron strain of COVID. Next, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention must recommend who should get the additional shot. A panel will discuss that tomorrow. And if all goes well, boosters could roll out just in time for an expected COVID surge this winter.
Pfizer's vaccine chief, Annalisa Anderson.
If you remember, we had Beta, Alpha, Delta, etc. And so it really provides the broadest opportunity for protection against COVID-19.
Rival Moderna will offer shots too. FDA vaccine chief Dr. Peter Mark says he'll be at the front of the line. Pfizer plans to ask the FDA to allow updated boosters for 5 to 11-year-olds in early October. CBS News special report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. Record high temperatures expected in several parts of the state today, especially parts of Southern California where triple-digit heat is rare. Adam Roser with the National Weather Service says some areas could see highs up to 20 degrees above normal.
This is definitely a very kind of a rare heat event for this time of year.
The heat expected to get gradually worse heading into the holiday weekend. Oakland's police chief with a simple message outside City Hall Tuesday in the wake of a spree of deadly shootings. Put down the guns.
6 homicides in 4 days. Give us a break. Give this community a break.
Armstrong joined by community activists and survivors of victims of violence. The city rocked by the latest violent act, a 13-year-old shot at school by a 12-year-old classmate Monday, the victim recovering in the hospital. Several abortion measures passed by lawmakers now headed to Governor Newsom. One would allow nurse practitioners to perform first trimester abortions without a supervising doctor. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialists.
I'll second guest dinners with friends because they can be interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall. If you're allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules, as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit creoninfo.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREONinfo.com.
It's page 1 of the local news. Page 1 is service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations in the valley. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Wednesday morning, we have a COVID-19 update. George Gale explains.
New COVID numbers were released late Tuesday morning. Numbers are provided by the County Public Health Department. According to the updated numbers, there has been an increase in the number of COVID-19 cases in the Imperial County. New numbers indicate there are now 436 active cases of COVID-19 in the county. That is an increase of 22 cases as compared to the 414 cases reported last Thursday. Deaths attributed to the virus remain at 950. Latest COVID-19 state tier metrics indicate the new cases per day per 100,000 population at 27.10 with a positivity rate of 32.6%. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
The Imperial Irrigation District has issued a notice of a special meeting. The meeting will be held today, Wednesday, October 31st at 4 p.m. The meeting will be a closed session with 2 items on the agenda. The first is a conference with legal counsel to discuss anticipated litigation. The second agenda item concerns the negotiation with the Hell's Kitchen Geothermal LLC. That meeting will be in the IID Auditorium in El Centro. KXO News Time, 742.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers are here for you. Lube, oil, and filter change, alignments, brakes, batteries, tune-ups, and so much more. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. And now, Quick Lane has 3 locations in the valley. In the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, at El Centro Motors, and now at the Imperial Valley Mall. Quick Lane, ready to serve.
In other local news, the county supervisors did not meet on Tuesday. Here's more on that story.
It was the 5th of the Tuesday of the month. By ordinance, County Board of Supervisors only meet 4 Tuesdays every month. The board will not meet again until September 13th unless they call for a special meeting. September 5th is Labor Day. The board takes their holiday on the Tuesday following a legal holiday, which means September 6th is their holiday. The Imperial Irrigation District Board of Directors will meet in a special meeting this afternoon. Other than that, September 6th will be their next regular meeting. IID offices will be closed on Labor Day, as will county offices and departments, except for emergency services such as the sheriff and fire departments. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
The first of 2 opening days of California's dove hunting season. The first day is Thursday, September the 1st. Dove hunters traditionally visit the Imperial Valley to take advantage of excellent hunting for white-winged and mourning dove. This year's opening day weather is expected to be very hot and dry, unlike the past several years, where passing storms scattered the birds. Shooting time for doves is 1/2 hour before sunrise to sunset. You're required to carry your hunting license with you. When hunting on private property, you must have written permission from the landlord. Also, that's the landowner. It is illegal to shoot within 150 yards of an occupied dwelling, and it is illegal to shoot across the public roadway. Daily bag limit is 15 birds, up to 10, which may be white-winged dove. The first part of dove season runs through September the 15th, followed by that second opening of the season will be on Saturday, November 12th, and that'll go through Monday, December the 26th.
And we should point out that there is no bag limit and there is no season on the Eurasian or ringed doves that are prevalent around the valley.
Yeah, in fact, I was surprised that they didn't release that information just as a reminder. So, anyway, that concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers at El Centro Motors in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and at the Imperial Valley Mall.
Let's talk about it. Bringing community mental health issues to your radio. Listen each Sunday morning to KXO AM 1230 at 7 a.m. or on Sunday evening at 7 p.m. on FM 107.5. Or log on to KXORadio.com for a podcast of the show in its entirety. This program is produced by the Public Affairs Department of KXO AM 1230 and FM 107.5. Let's Talk About It is presented as a public service of Imperial County Behavioral Health Services.
Page 2 of the local news and the weather brought to you by the Town Pump in Westmoreland, open Tuesday through Saturday at 4:30, and by Brownie's Diner in Brawley, open every day, 7 a.m. till 3 p.m.
The Salton Sea Community Workshop, or virtual workshop, is coming up. George Gale has more in the story.
It is being hosted by the California Natural Resources Agency, Department of Water Resources, and California Fish and Wildlife. It will be held Thursday, September 1st, that's tomorrow, from 5:30 to 8 p.m. It'll be a Zoom meeting. It will be a Salton Sea Management Program Community Workshop on the Long Range Plan. Program will facilitate an interactive activity to receive input on the development of the long-range plan. The meeting will also be live on Facebook in Spanish. For information and meeting materials, go to the website saltonsea.ca.gov. Questions can be emailed at cnra-saltonsea@resources.ca.gov. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
The Imperial County's office, our coroner's office, is investigating the death of a woman. 31-year-old woman was found dead at a transit camp in the area of Imperial and Adams Avenue in El Centro Monday afternoon. El Centro police responded to the scene, and the coroner's office was notified. When it was determined the woman was dead. The cause of death is under investigation. Well, the Imperial County is putting together a committee, and they're looking for volunteers. Here's more on this story.
It is the Imperial County Health Equity Advisory Committee. County Board of Supervisors are looking for interested individuals to serve on the committee. A mission of the committee is to advise the Imperial County Board of Supervisors in their commitment to addressing health disparities and inequities and advocating at the state, federal, and foundation levels for resources to address such disparities. The committee will work towards the goal of eliminating health disparities. The committee will consist of 11 voting members and 4 ex officio non-voting members that serve as in an advisory capacity. Those interested in serving on the committee should contact the county clerk's office for an application. Applications must be turned in no later than 5 p.m. September 2nd. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
It was a triple play for the U.S. Border Patrol agents early Tuesday morning. Agents were in the sand dunes of eastern Imperial County looking for illegal border crossers when they noticed a man attempting to hide in a nearby brush or bush. Agents contacted the man and found he was in possession of a pipe, and a small amount of drugs were found on the ground nearby. Agents located a 2011 Chevy Silverado in the area and determined that it was reported stolen in Yuma, Arizona. In the truck was a loaded firearm and brass knuckles. The 24-year-old man was turned over to the California Highway Patrol and faces various charges. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
When you're ready for great home-style cooking, there are 2 locations for the best in the Imperial Valley. Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley. Open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., featuring delicious breakfast and lunch entrees, including menudo, liver and onions, and meatloaf. The Town Pump in Westmoreland is open Tuesday through Saturday at 4:30 p.m., specializing in delicious prime ribs, steaks, chicken, salmon, and lobster. So for a great dining experience, visit Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley, and the Town Pump in Westmoreland.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
According to the National Weather Service, excessive heat warnings are in effect through Labor Day in the Imperial, Yuma, and Coachella valleys. Prolonged hot temperatures are forecast across the desert Southwest, with temperatures expected to eclipse 110 degrees this week and this weekend as high pressure remains in place. 114 the high yesterday, 84 our low. Sunny and hot today with a high near 112. Heat index values will make it feel as hot as 115. East-southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 88. South-southeast wind 10 to 15 miles an hour. Gusting as high as 20 miles an hour. Those winds will decrease as the evening goes on. Thursday, sunny and hot with a high near 110. Heat index values as high as 115. South wind about 10 miles an hour with gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. 91 degrees downtown El Centro, 38% relative humidity. Wind out of the southeast 5 to 10 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news and the weather brought to you by Brownie's Diner in Brawley, open every day, and by the Town Pump in Westmoreland, Imperial Valley's fine dining experience.
Are you tired of all the clutter and junk in your house, your yard, or your business? I've got your answer. Give All Valley Junk Removal a call at 760-623-9499. That's 623-9499. Yes, they'll come by and give you a free estimate on removing your junk. They do it all. Commercial junk removal, tenant cleanouts, storage cleanouts, yard cleanouts, and more. Even heavy objects. All you have to do is call All Valley Junk Removal. 760-623-9499. That's 623-9499. They work 7 days a week to accommodate you. So call All Valley Junk Removal.
It's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network. working together to provide you the best care. Padres hung on. They beat the Giants 4-3. Blake Snell with another strong outing. Meanwhile, it was the Dodgers with a win. They slipped by the Mets 4-3. Guardians beat the Orioles 5-1. Same score, Reds over the Cardinals 5-1. Rays ripped the Marlins 7-2. Athletics beat up on the Nationals 10-6. Blue Jays slid by the Cubs 5-3. Mariners over the Tigers 9-3. Rockies edged the Braves 3-2. Twins topped the Red Sox 10-5. Astros, they rolled. They beat the Rangers 4-2. Royals got by the White Sox 9-7. Pirates beat the Brewers 4-2. It was the Yankees behind Aaron Judge and a 51st home run. They beat the Angels 7-4. Diamondbacks beat up on the Phillies 12-3.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
Well, in the NFL, the Houston Texans made a surprise cut. They released veteran running back Marlon Mack. And Royce Freeman is still with the Texans. He will back up the expected starter, Dameon Pierce. And the Detroit Lions are going to the waiver wire to find a backup quarterback after they released Tim Boyle and David Blau. A source told ESPN that Detroit was releasing Blau. The team cut Boyle as well. The Lions are interested in signing Blau back to their practice squad, but they're looking to sign former San Francisco 49ers backup Nate Sudfeld to back up Jared Goff, according to sources. High school football Friday night, John Driffel and I will be at the Central Spartans Cal Jones Field. The Spartans, Palm Desert Aztecs, will be on the air on AM 1230 and on the KXO YouTube channel at 6:45. Mickey Dale, George Grijalva, they're going to Yuma. The Imperial Tigers, the Cibola Raiders. Pregame at 6:45 on the KXO YouTube channel, kxoradio.com. And that's it for Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers.
It's time to amp up the fun at your San Diego County Ford dealer. The Summer Supercharged Sales Event is here. So stop by your San Diego County Ford dealer today and check out great offers on select Ford vehicles. Then discover how Ford can take your summer to a whole new level. We want your trade. Now get 1.9% APR Ford credit financing for 60 months on a 2022 Ford F-150 truck. During the Summer Supercharged Sales Event, only at your San Diego County Ford dealers and buyfordnow.com. Not all buyers will qualify for Ford credit financing. 1.9% for 60 at $1,748 per month for $1,000 financed regardless of down payment. Not available on Raptor, Tremor, and Lightning. Residency restrictions apply. Offer ends 8/31/22. See dealer for qualifications and complete details.
It's financial news and a brief look at the weather, brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. Bed Bath & Beyond stocks tumbled in early trading after announced layoffs, store closures, and fresh financing plans as it tries to reverse its business decline. The company said it is laying off approximately 20% of employees from its corporate ranks and supply chain, including eliminating its chief operating officer and chief stores officer roles. And about 150 Bed Bath & Beyond stores are set to close. They did not release a list of those closures. Chinese markets fell today as global investors continue to deal with the aftermath of Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell's hawkish speech at Jackson Hole last week, and the alarming spread of COVID in China. Investor mood was also hit by new official data from China that showed factory activity continued to contract in the world's second largest economy, following strict COVID lockdowns and a record heat wave. Meanwhile, the big board, mixed right now. The Dow down 26 points at 31,764. The S&P 500 up 2 at 3,988. The NASDAQ up 10 at 11,899. And gold down $2.30 an ounce. Oil off $1.12 a barrel.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
It will be sunny and hot today with a high near 112. Heat index values will make it feel 115. East-southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Tonight, mostly clear, a low around 88. South-southeast wind 10 to 15 miles an hour, gusting as high as 20 miles an hour. Winds will decrease as the evening goes on. Thursday, sunny and hot with a high near 110. Heat index values again will make it feel like 115. South wind about 10 miles an hour, gusting up to 20 miles an hour. An excessive heat warning remains in effect through Sunday. 92 degrees, 38% relative humidity. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security Services.
At Burgers and Beer, our customers are like family. Let's hear what a few of them have to say about us.
They have great weekday specials.
I like the friendly environment, the friendly staff, the cold beer, and the best wings in town.
Burgers and Beer. What I like about Burgers and Beer, the menu. Everything on the menu is great. I'm working my way through the menu. My favorite thing right now is the grilled tuna chipotle sandwich. That's what I had yesterday, and it was delicious.
So come and see us and find out for yourself at Burgers and Beer.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230. KXO.
CBS News brought to you by the Imperial Valley Food Bank.
Presented by Liberty Mutual Insurance.
I'm Steve Kathan. The government's authorized the first update to COVID-19 vaccines. CBS's Dr. David Agus says they're booster doses designed to take aim at the most common Omicron variant.
There has not been significant human studies done prior to their approval by the FDA. It was felt that given the dire need of these vaccines for the general public, that getting them out there as soon as possible was little risk compared to the potential reward of blocking serious illness.
The shots could begin in a few days. In a court filing, the Justice Department details what was behind the search at former President Trump's Florida estate and includes photos to show some of what was found. Legal analyst Lori Levinson says the filing also indicates some documents were likely concealed to obstruct the investigation.
What we're really learning about is why the government went in with the search warrant. And they went in because they believed that Trump and his team were not being open about the records that he was maintaining, even after he claimed that he had turned over the requested information.
Mississippi is bringing in contractors to try to get a major water treatment plant up and running again in Jackson. Flooding knocked it out.
This capital city's water system has long been troubled. It's failed several times in recent years, and problems have repeatedly prompted boil water notices. Many are fed up.
I'm frustrated. I guess there are no easy fixes. Should have been addressed a long time ago, and we are where we are.
Flooding from the Pearl River has knocked out the water supply to the city's 180,000 residents. No one has any idea how long it will be before people have running water. Jim Crisula, CBS News, Jackson, Mississippi.
A just-released government climate report says the Earth's level of greenhouse gases hit a record level last year. Carbon emissions had eased some during 2020 when the pandemic first hit. 25 years ago, the sudden death of Britain's Princess Diana. Today, some are remembering the tragic event in Paris and the woman who had the world's attention.
Tourists still stop to pause as they cross the bridge over the tunnel where the fatal crash took place. Some leave scrawled sympathy notes at the makeshift shrine to Princess Diana.
We didn't know that this would be here. It's beautiful.
We still remember exactly where we were when we heard that she died.
The Mercedes in which she was traveling crashed into the 13th pillar under the Pont de l'Alma. She died just a few hours later. Elaine Cobb, CBS News, Paris.
The New York Yankees are spending just over $1 billion, not on a player, but on a team, taking a minority stake in the Italian soccer club AC Milan. Wall Street, right now the Dow is down 76 points. This is CBS News.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance, so you only pay for what you need. Visit libertymutual.com to learn more.
I had a nighttime routine for my frequent heartburn. I would drink milk, I would sleep upright with more pillows, but that painful burning stayed. So I made Prilosec OTC part of my morning routine. With just one pill in the morning, Prilosec OTC prevents excess acid production, blocking heartburn day and night. Now I have a new nighttime routine. I call it sleeping.
One pill, 24 hours, zero heartburn. With Prilosec OTC. It's possible while taking Prilosec OTC. Use as directed for 14 days to treat frequent heartburn, not for immediate relief.
Wireless headphones. That'll be $200.
I'll use my Capital One Quicksilver card.
Now that's a hit. You used the Capital One Quicksilver card, which makes you the hero of every purchase. With Quicksilver, you earn unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase everywhere.
I wanted running music, but unlimited 1.5% cash back is pretty heroic.
Good instincts. Every hero needs a theme song. The Capital One Quicksilver card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Reaction coming in from all over the globe after the death of the last leader of the Soviet Union, Nobel Peace Prize winner Mikhail Gorbachev.
British Prime Minister Boris Johnson praising the man who ended the Cold War.
Mikhail Gorbachev is one of those people who changed the world and unquestionably changed it for the better.
French President Emmanuel Macron says Gorbachev changed our shared history. Similar sentiments from former German Chancellor Angela Merkel, who grew up in communist East Germany and marveled when the tanks didn't roll in. Vicky Barker, CBS News, London.
Well, South Korea may conduct a public survey to help determine whether to grant exemptions to mandatory military service to members of the K-pop group BTS. This has gained some urgency because the oldest BTS member, Jin, faces possible enlistment in December when he turns 30. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
The food insecurity rate for Imperial Valley is estimated at 17% for all residents. Tragically, it soars to 33% for our children. Imagine 1 of every 3 children are challenged by hunger. The Imperial Valley Food Bank is striving to end hunger in the valley. When kids have nutritious food to eat, they learn more in school, are sick less often, crime declines, and the cycle of poverty can end. This is John Leveda asking you to support the Imperial Valley Food Bank.
CBS News presented by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991. Become a hunger warrior. Contact the Imperial Valley Food Bank.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for
Carroll Buckley.
Things he says and like you can connect to them.
AM 1230 KXO.